Guys, so okay. Hi guys, so today I created this 2-minute smoky eye look because I noticed that I've been doing a lot of time consuming and complicated looks where else this is my go-to look every day, and since I've been doing it a lot, so I'm really fast with it and I don't use too many colors or too many brushes. That's why I'm really fast. And also this is like brown girl friendly because I know that most shades that say taupe or like brown or whatever, those only suit like people with really fair skin, and I've tried to find colors that works well with my skin, which is brown skin, and I hope you guys like it, and if you're interested please keep on watching. So I'm using the Elizabeth Arden Always Red Souffle Moisturizer, which I always use. So I'm just putting that on my face. Now I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation, but this shade is much lighter than my skin tone, so I'm mixing it with LA Girl HD foundation in the shade Tan. And now I'm just taking a buffing brush and I'm just buffing the foundation into my skin. And now I'm using the Maybelline Shine Free Loose Powder to set my under eyes and all the other places I get really oily. So I'm not using a concealer because I already used a foundation which was lighter than my skin. Now I'm using the CoverGirl foundation in a shade that's much lighter than my skin tone to contour. And this is basically liquid contouring. Now I'm using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eye Eraser in the shade Fair. I'm just gonna use this on my lid to create a base for the eyeshadows. Now I'm just mixing it in with the same buffing brush I used for my foundation, and I'm using a bit of my fingers too. So yeah, now I'm going to use the Morphe 35O palette. Oh, firstly I'm going to start the timer for 2 minutes. Now I'm using the Morphe 35O palette, and I'm using this orangish shade for the transition shade of my lids, and I'm gonna use one brush through the entire eye look because I want it to be really fast, and when I'm doing these 2-minute eye looks I'm usually using just this brush. So it's a buffing brush from BH Cosmetics, and I'm just buffing in the transition shade into my eyes. Now I decided that I want that transition shade all over my lids too, so I'm putting it on my lower lash line, all over my lids, and I'm just intensifying it on the center of my lids. Now I am going to take another shade from the Morphe 35O palette, which is a mixture of 2 shades from the palette, which I'm gonna show you. So I'm gonna mix these 2 shades and then put it on the edges of my eyes and on the entire lid, but I'm not gonna extend it towards my crease just yet. So I'm just putting it on my lid and I'm just focusing it on my lash line first and then blending it towards the crease. Now I'm using this darker brown shade which has a really cool tone, and I'm using it on the edges of my lid to make the smoky eye more intense. And now I'm going in with this transition shade to blend it all in, and I'm using it on my crease and focusing it just there so that the darker shades blend into my eye well, and everything looks blended. Yeah, I'm looking at the watch to see if I'm out of time. So now I'm gonna take this little brush to highlight my inner corners, and I'm taking this shade from the same palette, and I'm gonna highlight my inner corners with it and also my brow bone. I think at this point I realize I haven't done my brows yet. So I'm just putting that highlighter shade on my brow bone as well. So like I still had 4 seconds left, so I'm actually really fast in this eye look because I do it every day. So I'm really fast with this. And I think like if you guys practice a lot, you guys are going to be really fast with this too, because it's really easy and you're just gonna get a hold of it with time. Now I'm just taking a gray shade from the chocolate bar palette of Makeup Revolution, and I'm just going to do my brows with it. I didn't feel like using a pomade or like an eyebrow pencil, so I'm just using an eyeshadow. Now I'm gonna use the L'Oreal Paris Butterfly Lengthening Mascara. I don't really like this mascara, but I ran out of my L'Oreal Lash Paradise, so I'll just have to make do with this. So I take a lot of time to do my mascara here because I hate this mascara. But you can use whatever mascara you want. If you want to put on eyeliner, you can definitely go with it, and you can also put on falsies if you want. So I use the Sonia Kashuk blush in the shade Flush. And yeah, I'm just gonna put a lot of blush on my cheeks and my nose because I love blush and I cannot live without blush. Like, even if I'm doing one of those no makeup challenges, I will definitely put on blush because blush is all I need. Yeah, and maybe a bit of highlighter. So yeah, now I am putting on the Essence highlighter in the shade, I don't think this has a shade. I think this is just the Essence highlighter. And now I'm putting it all over all of the high points of my cheekbones, my nose, my forehead, because I love this highlighter. And although this is like a whitish shade, but like up front this looks like a glow from within. Now I'm gonna use the ColourPop highlighter in the shade Wisp, and I'm gonna take a little highlighter brush and I'm just gonna amplify my highlight, because on the days I'm doing smoky eyes, I love to amp up my highlighter because I just like highlighter, okay? So now I'm just putting it on the high points of my cheekbones. I didn't really fast forward much in this video because I wanted you guys to see like exactly what I'm doing and how much time it actually takes. Now I'm using the lipstick Maybelline. I'm using a lipstick from Maybelline, and I don't remember which range it is from, but it's like the normal Maybelline lipsticks which aren't that matte, and this is in the shade Clay Crush. And this looked a bit too baby pink on me because I don't know, like, you know, nudes for other people don't suit me. So like I'm using this City Color Matte Liquid Lip, which is a brown shade. I can't find out which shade it was because I think it was in the box package, and I threw that away, of course. So I don't know what shade this is, but this is a brown shade which is pretty cool toned. So I'm using a bit of that on top of this Clay Crush lipstick, and I'm just blending it in with my finger because it looks nice. So I hope you guys liked the video, and if you did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time, and till then, bye. Okay, bye.